Hello everyone. I'm Dr. Rajni Farmania. I'm a pediatric neurologist at BLK Super Speciality Hospital. Today we'll be discussing about febrile seizures. The main focus is on evaluation and management. So what is febrile seizure? Any child who is presenting with fever and seizures within the age group of 6 months to 5 years can be labeled as febrile seizure after ruling out intracranial infection, trauma, metabolic abnormalities, and prior afebrile seizure. It constitutes a spectrum of disorder with simple febrile seizure at the milder end and Dravet syndrome as a severe end, which is an epileptic encephalopathy. The other variants, simple febrile seizure, complex febrile seizure, generalized epilepsy, febrile seizure plus, and febrile status epilepticus lies in between, as shown in the diagram. So how do we evaluate a case of simple febrile seizure? Lumbar puncture is strongly recommended in cases where there are signs of meningitis or there is a clinical suspicion of meningitis. However, in cases who have received prior antibiotics and in children between 6 to 12 months who are unimmunized, it is optional. It is based on prior expert opinion and case series. So the level of evidence is D. Neuroimaging and electroencephalography is not recommended in these cases. In cases of complex febrile seizure, again lumbar puncture is done whenever there is a clinical suspicion of meningitis. MRI brain is done on a non-urgent basis whenever there is a focal feature in complex febrile seizure and febrile status epilepticus is present. Electroencephalography is done on a routine basis in cases of complex febrile seizures who has complex features as focal and prolonged, and whenever there is a risk of epilepsy in cases of neurodevelopmental delay and family history of epilepsy. It is done urgently whenever there is a suspicion of non-convulsive status epilepticus. That is, the child has persistent coma even after the cessation of seizures. So when do we do EEG? It is very controversial. Early EEG is said to be done whenever it is done less than 7 days. It is more likely to be abnormal. However, it is not predictive of epilepsy. So if there is persistent abnormality in serial EEGs, it is more predictive of epilepsy and warrants a long-term anti-epileptic therapy. Prophylactic drug therapy for febrile seizures to prevent further recurrences. The evidence comes from Cochrane review, in which it says that antipyretics in whatever form like paracetamol, diclofenac or ibuprofen significantly does not significantly reduce the risk of recurrence in febrile seizure. Anti-seizure medication like intermittent diazepam, continuous phenobarbital does reduce the risk of recurrence, but the risk of adverse effect is very high, up to 30%, and there is no role of pyridoxine and zinc in preventing the recurrence of febrile seizure. So parental reassurance is the key in these cases, explaining the benign nature of the disease, the recurrence risk, and the first aid management is the most important in these cases. Role of anti-seizure medication in complex febrile seizure. There is a very limited data in this aspect, and hence individualized risk-benefit approach is recommended. Long-term routine anti-epileptic daily therapy is not recommended in these cases. How do we predict the risk of recurrence after the initial febrile seizure? It is said to be recurring in case of simple febrile seizure up to 30 to 50%, and 70% will recur within first year. There are 4 risk factors in which if the child has a history of first degree family member having febrile seizure. Whenever there is a fever and seizure happens within 1 hour of that fever episode, when the age of the child is less than 18 months, and when the degree of temperature, the peak is low degree of temperature after the initial febrile seizure, and when the child has multiple risk factors, the risk of recurrence obviously will increase. In case of complex febrile seizure, it does not increase the risk of recurrence. However, it increases the risk of having future epilepsy. Whenever the child has complex febrile seizure, the risk of having epilepsy in future is to the tune of 6 to 7%. It is lower in case of simple febrile seizure. In case the child has neurodevelopmental delay, has a family history of epilepsy, or presence of complex features, the risk of epilepsy increases. So the key messages are febrile seizures are diagnosed whenever we rule out infections, metabolic etiology, and risk of epilepsy in these cases with a history of afebrile seizure in the past. Lumbar puncture is strongly recommended in case of febrile seizure whenever there is a clinical suspicion of meningitis. In cases of simple febrile seizure, no further evaluation is required. No daily or intermittent therapy. Reassurance is the key, with main point in counseling is about the first aid management. In case of complex febrile seizure, routine MRI and EEG is recommended, and urgently in case of non-convulsive status epilepticus. Individualized approach is recommended in terms of management. Routine long-term daily anti-epileptic therapy is not recommended. Thank you.